Hey guys, welcome back to Heiko Shaves. Another afternoon shave is up on us and we're going to do another comparison. Two relatively popular, mild razors, the daily driver, the ones that you can pick up and not be afraid of. And be careful when you're preloading your razor with a razor blade. I just cut myself. So they're already lurking up there and they are literally like two brothers from another mother. Or cousins. They are now I have to even look. This one is the Edwin Jagger DE89 and this one is the Mühle R89. And if you look at the side profile of the head here, they are very close. I would say the top cap of the Mühle on this side here is a little bit flatter. And you can also see the hole underneath the top cap is a little differently shaped. So they are not identical, but they for sure look similar. Even the handle design, the knurling is a little different, or the pattern on the handle is a little different. Here, this is more like fish scale pattern, and this is lines. Edwin Jagger, Mühle R89. The length is identical. Edwin Jagger has it written here. Edwin Jagger, Mühle has it written down here. So very similar. Let's weigh them before we do anything else. So here we have the Mühle with a blade 71.41 grams and the Edwin Jagger 79 grams. So fairly similar. We're gonna use one razor each side and we're gonna compare the feel, the efficiency, the result that they bring. Blade tabs are sticking out on both. So I think the head width is more or less identical and they feel fairly similar too. All right, let's get ready. I'm just going to put on some Proraso Pre-Shave and then I'm going to tell you what else we're going to use. Now I have a band-aid on my finger. Now I have to use my left hand to put the Proraso on. I love that stuff. It's really nice. Bear with some background noise. The entire family's in the house. I missed out on my opportunity to record earlier while the house was pretty much empty and only me at home. Was helping my neighbor troubleshoot his now diagnosed broken engine on his car. So he will have to either replace engine or buy himself a new vehicle. So that's kind of a bummer. We couldn't fix it. I already have my sink filled and my emesis basin. What are we going to use today? So let's start with a brush. We're going to use a Stirling brush, which I've used before. Still have Proraso on my finger. I've used it before. This is the Kong, I believe. It's huge. It's the biggest knot they make. It's a synthetic knot. Pretty large handle. I like it. It's nice and soft. Has enough backbone for some face lathering. And so we're just going to use this. And since we have a Stirling brush, we also need to use a Stirling soap. You guys remember my chocolate cans? I put another sample in here from Stirling Soap Company. This one is called the Barber Shop scent. Here's a picture, pretty cool. They have pretty cool graphics on their soaps. Handmade shave soap. I believe this is a tallow-based soap. And it's, very powdery, very, what you think a barbershop should smell like. There's a really perfumey kind of smell to it, but I like it. It's good. And we also have the matching barbershop aftershave sample 5 milliliter splash, aftershave splash. They have the ingredients written on here: denatured alcohol, witch hazel, fragrance oil, aloe, glycerin, and hydrovans is in this. All right, so we have the pre-shave on. We have the two razors at the ready here, already preloaded with Wilkinson Sword. I cut myself in the process. And when you have kids at home, you have all kinds of colored band-aids. I grabbed the purple one. I hope you guys don't mind. Synthetic brush, we don't really need to pre-soak. We just get it wet. And then I squeeze out most of the water. Shake it off a little bit. We can always take more water if we need to. Here's the soap. It's kind of a dark color. It's hard, but squishy. a little sticky too. So it's not one of those super hard puck soaps. And now we're just gonna load up the bristles. And then we're gonna start lathering in my face. Let's get some more water. Oh yeah, this is thick. This is thick. So what I will do differently today, because I've experimented with the Stirling soaps, we're gonna, on top of my Proraso Pre-Shave, we're gonna get the face wet. All right, there you go. All right, I think we have already picked up enough soap, but let's just pick up a little more. You can never have too much soap. All right, here we go. And the lather, there you go, on a wet face. And again, it's a cold shave, so I'm using cold water, cold rinse. I will keep down the running water noise to a minimum. I told you that I'm experimenting with a little bit different video recording methods here on my phone to not have those color fluctuations. I think in my last video, the leaf twig video, it worked out okay. I'm not super happy with the color that this video turns out at. Almost feel like I have to get more soap. It's a little thin. I definitely have now fallen in love with the Badger brush, which the bristles are a little harsher, a little more prickly, but they do a really good job lathering. So, you know, for a while I was like all synthetic only, and now I have this one Badger brush that I put together out of an old handle and a new knot, and I really like it. And then also size-wise, I went with this really large one here, Stirling Soap, because I wanted to try it out. But after all, I think a 24 millimeter knot is all I need. This here is, I think it's a 26 millimeter with lots of luft. Yeah, this is better. We didn't have enough soap. You can always go back and get more. What do you think about my chocolate containers for those samples? I think they work out really good. Now I have a reason to buy more of that chocolate from Amazon. I like chocolate. You guys like chocolate? Swiss chocolate, Swiss milk chocolate. Yeah, there is a lot of soap here. We just have to get it. I had already forgotten what this brush feels like. It might be a little on the soft side. So I thought it had more backbone than it has. A little bit more, a little more water. Yeah, the scent, when you stick your nose into the container, it's pretty intense, powdery, you know, perfumey smelling. But once you actually lather it on, it's all not that bad. It's actually pretty subdued. It's very, very acceptable, not overpowering at all. So we're going to start with the Mühle on the right side. Here's the shave. Oh yeah. So there is blade feel. There is noise. There is no scariness. It's not an aggressive razor. It is a mild to medium, I would say. And leaves a lot of stuff behind, unfortunately. It's a brand new blade. And Wilkinson Sword is not known for being a dull blade, that's for sure. All right, down at the neck. Yeah, so far so good. First pass, as you can see, there's a lot of stubbles left. Maybe this was more towards a 3-day growth, but I would think that a razor should be able to, get most of it done. So now we're gonna do, I almost started shaving with my left hand. I would not want to try that. I am not ambidextrous. I am very much right-handed. Feels fairly similar, makes similar noises. So what we're going to see now is if we're going to have as much stubbles left here. No, we don't. See this, and then see this. So there is not more blade feel, and there is not tugging. They are both pretty even keel. They feel very similar, but for whatever reason, maybe it is the difference in geometry that we already discovered a little bit here in the look of the head that makes the Edwin Jagger on the left side here just a little bit more efficient. And my beard growth is not that much different from here to here. It's about the same. So this is already smooth, and this one here is very much stubbly. So you guys let me know. If you have Edwin Jagger and R89 Mühle experience, please tell me what you think. Is there a massive difference in efficiency and aggression and comfort and all that, or are they fairly similar for you? So let's lather up again. As you saw, I didn't wash off all of it. I just left most of the slickness behind. This is very nice. So once there is not as much hair, suddenly the lather gets better. It's funny, huh? How that goes sometimes. Look at that. Very nice. Very slick. Very good scent. Very mildly scented. I like it. All right. So again, Mühle R89 on the right side. Off we go across the grain. There you go. Not bad, not bad, but it still leaves some stubbles behind. That's unbelievable. How many times do we have to run the blade over it? Interesting. Okay. Let's continue on the left side with the Edwin Jagger DE89. So the DE89 for sure has a head start because it was just so much more efficient in the first pass that now in the second pass there's nothing left here. And there's still some stubbles left here on the right hand side. So I think even though they look so similar, there is clearly some difference in feel and efficiency. But I cannot say that the Edwin Jagger, even though it is more efficient, obviously, is more aggressive feeling or has more blade feel. It's fairly similar. Yeah, right side definitely has more stubbles left. And I don't think the Edwin Jagger gets those off quicker with losing any kind of comfort or mildness. So it's still a very mild shave on the left side with the Edwin Jagger. Very comfortable. Really the same amount of blade feel on both sides. How is this possible? How can it feel so similar and yet be so different? All right, against the grain with the R89. Yeah, I think we got it now. We got it all. Let's see how my skin is gonna behave when we go against the grain here at my neck section. I don't really have any issues down there anymore. My skin has adjusted to that constant shaving against the grain. So let's do the left side. Didn't finish up the right side, huh? You guys need to keep me on track. Very nice. All right, and now against the grain down there. Also, no problem. Very nice. Nothing left. I still feel like the Edwin Jagger did a little bit better job down here even. So let's grab. There's still a couple stubbles left after 3 passes. That's good. And Edwin Jagger one more time. All right, did we miss anything? No. Oh, maybe here a little bit. Now I have to really pay attention which razor I grab. Yeah, got that one. And Edwin Jagger. Have you guys seen my leaf twig video? That razor is just unbelievable. All right, let me rinse off real quick, guys. All right, we rinsed off. Let's grab the alum block since my face is still wet. And let's do the alum test and see which side is going to give us more grief. Nothing. Oh, I nicked myself on the Edwin Jagger side. One little lonely nick. Happened at the last moment. Okay, this side up here is perfect. My neck is perfectly fine. There's nothing. So R89, after 3 passes, it took 3 passes to really get it smooth. But it did not irritate my skin at all. And now Edwin Jagger. Not much here at all. A little bit up here now. A little bit here. So interesting how something so similar can be so different. So yeah, overall I can say that the Edwin Jagger is a little bit more efficient, but also causes a little bit more slight irritation, but nothing major, nothing major. On the R89 side, it took a little longer to scrub it off, but we got the same result. We got the same smoothness with less irritation on the Mühle R89 side. All right, let's rinse this off. There you go. Rinsed off. Let's dry off. Fresh towel. I'm always doing having it dry instead of rubbing to not additionally irritate my skin. And now we're gonna grab the barbershop scented aftershave splash in this cute little bottle here. Yep, come on. Yeah, it's amazing how they match that so well. This is absolutely the same scent as the soap, just way more intense. So let's splash that on. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This has a little bit of this old world, you know, like gentleman aftershave smell. So if I would be in a suit right now and go to a business meeting, I would fit right in. Yeah, this is what I would call a perfumey, powdery scent. It's a little bit more intense than what I would usually use. And again, the glycerin makes it very slick. I gotta say now, after the fact, with this aftershave, alcohol based, I do have quite a bit of tingling going on here. But I also, you know, could be user error. I always want to get it extra clean up here. The rest of my face is pretty happy. So that's that. Now we're gonna let this soak in while I clean up some stuff, and I'll be right back, guys.
5 minutes later.
So even 5 minutes into it, I just cleaned my entire gear down here. I still have quite some burning sensation here around my goatee area from the aftershave. I don't think it's really caused by the shaving that I did, because, you know, this is already standard procedure. I think it might have to, oh, my little nick is bleeding. It might have to do with the aftershave. It's very, very strong in the scent. Maybe the scent oil doesn't agree with my skin. So right now I'm just putting on some Nivea Man Sensitive Aftershave Balm, which has a very mild scent to it and calms things down. Yeah, my goatee section here is a little irritated. What did I say? Yeah, the fragrance oil in here. Maybe my skin doesn't agree with that. I don't think either of those razors would give me that kind of sensation. That's why I like to stick with the things that work. So my Proraso Green, Proraso Aftershave, and then the Proraso Aftershave Balm, they don't do me any harm. If I mix too many things, if I have new razors, new blades, and then use completely untested other products, this is stuff that can happen. So this might now falsify the results. So last time I shaved with a DE89 Edwin Jagger, no problems. Now all this burning and irritation here, and I don't think it is razor related at all. I'm not using a different blade. I'm not using a different razor here on this side. This one little nick, you know, this is one of those tricky areas anyways. But the burning is, I think, fully related to this aftershave. Yeah, that's my conclusion. So I would say either of those razors are fine to get a, you know, daily shave done and get a smooth result out of it. And price-wise, they're about the same. I think the Mühle R89 I just bought was $29 online store somewhere. Maybe 35 bucks wherever you live. Maybe up to $40, but it's still a pretty well-rounded razor that has a good reputation, has been on the market for a long while. And it's one of those that you can pick up and just shave with it. Has the same design flaws in my book, at least, you know, the pointy edges, the rather large gap between the cutting edge and the side of the razor. But that's pretty common in a lot of different razors. So whatever I pick up here is a 34C, and that has the same. I would say pretty well-rounded razors. Both of those, price-wise, they're the same. One is made in Sheffield, England, and the other one, the Mühle R89, is made in Germany. So you take your pick whichever one you like. I will put some affiliate links down below for you guys if you want to pick one of those razors up. And don't be completely turned off from those two razors just by this one comparison shave result. Oh, I'm bleeding quite well here, actually. Look at that. The aftershave and the alum didn't bring that to a stop, huh? That's interesting. So like I said, the irritation that I felt, it's now slowly subsiding. I'm assuming the aftershave has slowly worn off and the aftershave balm helped the situation a little bit. was caused by the aftershave and not by the razor itself. So not every aftershave and every soap is the same. The soap was really mild and mildly scented, but the aftershave was quite a kick. All right, that's it, guys. That's it for today. Thanks for all your comments and your subscription and for your thumbs up. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.